This is the Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris, one of the fastest and lightest super shoes ever created. I'm so excited to review this shoe because I think it's a special shoe. It's a lot lighter and smaller than the big honkers that we've reviewed on this channel so far, and I'm just proud of Asics, man. There was a time, not long ago, when Asics were the shoes of moms and dads. Our parents would lace up their Nimbus and Cumulus, hop in their Prius, drive to the superstore, and buy some asparagus. It was the perfect shoe for walking, do some slight running, and collecting your pension. A lot has changed since then. In fact, if your parents wore this shoe, they would probably kick your ass. Asics is no longer your old man's shoes. In fact, your old man probably wears Birks now. Or Skechers. Just look around. Clayton Young wore a prototype of these shoes to finish second at the US Olympic Marathon Trials earlier this year. And Cam Levins, North America's fastest male marathoner, wore an earlier iteration of these to run 2:05 last year in Tokyo. So what happened? When did Asics become a big player in the super shoe game? Well, let's bring it back to 2021. First there was the Metaspeed Tokyo, then the Metaspeed, then the Metaspeed Plus, and now this, the Metaspeed Paris, released just in March. And yep, Asics used the old marketing tactic of slapping the word Paris in front of something just to make it divisive. Oh, sacre bleu. But listen, I'm still waiting for someone to tell me why this shoe is no good and disagree with me that it's a special shoe. So let's dive into it a little bit deeper and find out what makes this shoe so great. The stack height, price, and heel-to-toe drop are all pretty standard for a super shoe. But the weight is out of this world. When the package came in the mail, I thought Asics catfished me and had sent me an empty box. They are super light. In fact, it's the lightest super shoe that you can conceivably buy without knowing a guy. Of course, the Adidas Pro Evo ones are the one exception, but they're almost impossible to find. And if you're already an Asics wearer, rest assured that the Metaspeed Paris is not a huge deviation from its predecessor, the Metaspeed Plus. The upper is designed to be lighter and more breathable, and the outsole rubber is also a bit less dense. Now, these two updates help cut the shoe's weight by 10%, which is quite a bit. So let's complicate things a tiny bit. Like the editions before it, the Metaspeed Paris comes in two almost identical versions, the Sky and the Edge. Asics made the Sky for stride runners, so those are runners who get faster by increasing their air time. The Edge, conversely, is made for cadence runners, so those runners who get faster by increasing their number of strides per minute. How do you know which one you are? Simple, just ask a biomechanist or a psychic. The main difference is in the carbon plate placement. The plate in the Sky, so that's the one I'm holding here, is higher in the shoe's midsole and is meant to create more vertical energy return to extend your air time. The Edge's carbon plate, meanwhile, curves near the toes in a way to propel the runner forward, promoting a faster cadence. It's almost impossible to differentiate between the two versions. The best way to do it is looking at the tongue, where their respective names are inscribed. And then there's a little tab on the side. For the Edge, the black part swoops just a tiny bit lower. I'll give them an 8.5 on the sexy scale. The all red is pretty fire, and in a world of needlessly complex super shoes, I like the simplicity here. You can wear these out and not be embarrassed. What are those? On to the wear test. Here's why I think the Metaspeed Paris is a special shoe. Most super shoes right now are massive, and those that aren't tend to lack a certain bounce. The Metaspeed Paris is smaller, so it has that minimalist, close to the ground, quick turnover feel, but doesn't sacrifice any horsepower. It's like an atomic bomb. Tons of strength in a compact package. Of course, for that reason, they don't quite save the joints like, say, a Nike Alphafly 3. And if you're into longer runs or marathons, you might want to try something else that might be better for your legs on the next day. I also find they fit a little bit narrow, so you might want to consider going a size up when you're buying. But the plus side of that is that they don't feel clunky and awkward on easy runs, tempo runs, or races. It results in a more versatile shoe. The Alphafly has just one gear. The Metaspeed Paris meets you where you are. There's like no better time to be a shoe reviewer than right before the Olympics, because companies right now are releasing their absolute best footwear. So every shoe release is like best on best on best, and I can't confidently say that there's a better shoe out there right now than the Metaspeed Paris. No, why don't you make it more obvious that you're getting these shoes for free? I got the other ones for free. Yeah, but are you sure you're not just saying that so that Asics likes the video and that you get another pair of super shoes? What? No. One pair of super shoes makes you faster. 20 pairs just annoys your girlfriend. What? Why? There's no room in this condo! Whatever. Is Asics paying you to say this stuff? No, they don't get to see this video. Alright. But I'm watching you. In conclusion. Don't say in conclusion. The conclusion should be self-evident. Let's recap. At $250, is the Metaspeed Paris worth the buy? Well, you'd be paying top dollar for a top product. Bargain hunters won't want it, and big cushion lovers might not like it. But it packs an incredible punch. Don't buy this one for your parents. Buy it for yourself.